Greetings, companions. I am Lieutenant Smith. He is Lieutenant Cal. We are currently on Earth's space dock. Last time on our voyages, we traveled through the 23rd century, where we fought and defeated many Klingons, defended Starbase 1, and were blown into the future by a Klingon superweapon that was stolen from our technology. Upon arrival in the future, we were given various missions, and on our return to Earth Space Dock, we were given new ships for our troubles. I have been given command of the USS Gallifrey, a Constitution-class cruiser, and Cal has been given command of the USS Tomahawk, a blockade runner. This time, we travel further into space. Mohawk? I said Tomahawk, didn't I?
Yep, Tomahawk. Ruin it, Bernie.
It's the Mohawk.
We're gonna call it Tom.
Hey, I got half of it.
Nope, we're calling it that now. Can't change the name, I don't think, but call it Tomahawk.
It'll cost credits. But yeah.
Won't have it.
So ignore whatever actually says on your screen when we see his ship. It is the Tomahawk.
Dude,
now, as soon
going.
as he gets the 1,500 credits, he's gonna change it.
Oh no, I'm gonna keep it Mohawk. I'm gonna keep pronouncing it Tomahawk. Just for fun. Why am I running? We have teleporters.
Okay, so ignore me. Couch is going to be an ass.
We have teleporters. Why am I running? Okay, let's turn the ship. Let's see, what is our current?
Transfer to our ships. Stranded in space.
Aren't we always stranded in space? That's something new.
No, I am always stranded in space because you knock out my engines.
Yep, and I'm always stuck in box.
Are never stranded. You're always going a circle around me.
Okay, warping the sector.
I started up the stream, and the first commercial I get is for Battlefield 5.
I've seen gameplay that actually seems like it's pretty fun. I'll have to get it or play test it on somebody's else console. Actually, I know somebody has it, so I'll go play test on there and see how it is. Might get it.
Follow me. I'll lead the way.
So small.
Yeah. It really does not. The camera is not the best at times.
Well, it
You're gonna see us zoomed out, zoomed in at random.
Yeah, it gets better as we get bigger ships. The bigger ships now fills out the space in that.
Yeah. Right now we are on some of the smallest ships. This is one of the smallest cruisers at the moment that I'm using. The old TOS Constitution class. And for those of you that don't understand what I'm saying, it is the original series, TV series. The one that started it all. 1701. No A, B, C, or D.
And I'm running, I think, what, blockade runner? Call it?
Yeah.
To any ships in range, this is Data Brot of the
That particular
transport
one is
SS Azura.
Steam runner?
Please help.
Yeah.
Warp core
it's,
containment
steam
field
runner.
down. Radiation flooding ship.
Yeah.
Communications
Thinking
and
of
life
the
support
Star
failing.
Wars here.
Cannot eject warp
Again, for
core.
those confused why it's
Need
called a Steam
immediate
runner, this
evacuation
game
and
was originally
assistance.
on
Please help us.
PC, and it was also available through Steam, i.e. Steam Runner. That's why I remember we got it, that ship originally came out. It was the Steam thing.
Alright, ready to go in?
Unless I've gone crazy.
Oh, it's
Ain't
also,
going
been years.
yet.
It's also been years since we got this.
Yeah. Well, I never used
Any
type.
Rich. This is Dana Broad
I
of the
prefer
transport
cruisers over
SS
anything else.
Azura.
Ah,
Cal's using that because it's the
Please
only ship
help.
that he has besides the default ship.
which reminded me, I know how to get my tier 6 later in the future. I know how to get my tier 6.
Okay.
I need to do some grinding, but I'll be able to get a tier 6 ship.
I don't know if we explained that. The ships go by tier as increases we rank up. But right now we're using tier 1 ships. By the end of the game we'll be using tier 6, which is the highest tier currently. They have not introduced a new tier ship yet.
Fine.
Remember, I'm using a cruiser, so I have cruiser commands.
Yep,
So I
still
just increased our
have-
shields. Ah, the old made everything alright. Nothing so. Yes, they originally were blue lasers, not red. Orange. Whatever the hell that comes. Yeah, I am a Trekkie, and I will know that for all of it. Get used to it. Not going away.
And
Continue your thought. So in these you will see me and Cal doing different things that the other can't. That is tied to our class. I will be healing people, Cal will be doing engineering things.
yep, and most likely meshing up.
More than likely.
Oh, we got that puzzle thing too. Later. Oh, but that's not till later. I'm gonna hate that.
Puzzle thing.
Captain, I'm
Like no,
You're insane.
no. There's a puzzle later on that we have to do in the missions that takes like 10 minutes to do. Most of the time, you have to look up a guide to actually figure out how to do it. Without sitting there and reading all the like paragraphs of text. Use the transporter.
With the wrong thing. I was like, why isn't it starting? And it was a pass broadcast that was like 16 seconds.
Alright, so yeah, that's the transporter. No.
Yeah, you have to go to the pad. Bye. Oh, and at various points in this voyage, you will see different beam out effects. Our yellow one is tied to our Discovery faction that we started with. Normally, Federation characters will have a blue beam out effect. Now I must find the injured and heal them, or I am the physician.
I get the break page.
Cal must save the warp core from exploding on us, killing us all.
Make sure I have no computers in here.
And apparently the accolade for science is still glitched.
Is it?
Can't do anything with her. That's science.
Yeah, I can still.
Yeah, because I just healed her and it didn't count. So it's still glitched.
Yeah.
So I won't be doing things. You'll see people just randomly standing in the room, the cow walks through after I've been in there. That's very weird. Also, as we get higher up and we get better weaponry, you'll see me using pistols more often and Cal using heavy weapons. That is our preference when it comes to combat.
Well, heavy weapons and turrets.
Yeah. And a shield wall that traps me behind a door and I can't get through to complete the mission.
Oh, they'll see that.
Yeah. I'm warning you ahead of time in case I start screaming at him. That's one. Yeah.
I thought they would have fixed that by now, though, with the shield.
Oh no, it's because of it's because of the update. It's because of this one. It's just buggered, and I don't think they I don't think
Oh,
they
no,
know that,
I
and
meant
it's not really a major thing.
the shield troll.
Oh, that.
I thought they would have fixed
That's-
something like that. Or...
There's no way to really fix that without making it without making you able to completely pass through it,
Yeah, true.
and that would probably break something with it. I don't know if the other two are the glitch. I only played science for this for the
Engineers
opening of
usually have no problem with engineer.
Yeah, we don't know if it wasn't buggered in the update as well.
And he's just gonna stick note saying lasers don't. No need to reload lasers. Just remind me stop hitting the X button. I wish I could just put something else on the. Actually, I can do that.
I caught a bit of a graph glitch. I think. Okay, come on. I was still holding the tricorder and my medical probe. Hold on.
Wait, something over here.
Even after I healed her. Still can't do anything with her.
Oh yeah, it's not even reading that you healed her. 0-3 injured.
Yep. That's for tactical weapons. I'm saying I healed them. It didn't give me the progression for after healing them.
Oh, I talked to you. Of course it's you.
We hit an
Yeah,
Orion
talk to her.
ambush on our way to K7. We lost our weapons almost immediately, and then we took a direct hit near engineering. Our warp engines
I'm
magnetic
much happier when I have an
antimatter
actual
containment
beam
field
pistol
failed.
instead of
We had no choice but to drop
Instead of
shields and use the
bolt
power
action
to try
one.
to stabilize the containment field. As soon as the shields were down, Orions boarded the ship. I'll never let those green pirates have the Azura. Please, take my crew to safety. I'll keep trying to stabilize the warp core. If I'm lucky, I can buy you some time.
But maybe I don't want your crew.
we can use them for spare meals later. Why are you complaining about free food?
Because they attract the tribbles. And no one likes the tribbles.
That's why we keep them alive. Attract tribbles if they're still alive. Yeah, yours is fine. Mine, for some reason, got buggered.
I think we're done with this room, right? Yep.
Yep. Once you hit your accolade, that's it.
Oh, shiny buttons. Oops.
See what I mean?
Shut the console.
Klingons. Can't do that console.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's
It's
tactical.
tactical. I said this when we entered the room. You can't do
Even-
that console.
Even though technically I'm an engineer, I should be able to access.
Yeah, but it's a tactical advantage.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. Klingons halfway through. We were fighting Orions when we entered the ship. The Klingons are like, you fucked up. Now we're taking over.
half Klingons.
Yeah, that's right.
I just need to go. I need to change my hairstyle and just give my guy a mohawk.
Yes. Be careful though, because that customization glitch might still be a thing.
Oh yeah, that's something off stream because character creation, like, playing with
Yeah.
characters,
Yeah.
clothing and all seems to be lagging up the game.
It's pretty much, if we try to do anything to make our character look cool, the game says no, can't handle, go away.
Yeah, and there's no
You're
somebody.
too cool. We can't handle you.
Yeah, and somebody has so many
Said no one
options
to
on
me
their
ever.
account over that he'll be there a couple hours just trying to make mission match everything.
You mix match. I create show accurate uniforms.
Oh yeah, show accurate, but mine are all. I used to put.
Yeah, yours are
I
crazy.
used to make mine look put more tech on them. Because
And in case anybody's confused, I like to make my uniforms look like they do in canon. Currently, I'm wearing the TNG movie uniform, and I have the science blue underneath my overshirt. Even though I should have command red, I will have command red when I get the next promotion up to take lieutenant commander next.
Leave now if you know what's good for you.
Before that, I had cyan silver because that's the defining color for. For what? Uniform?
No, it's been around for years. Most people have played this game, so if you haven't played this game,
Yeah, this game has been around for over a decade. I believe.
yeah, if you haven't seen the, just say get back to the story. It's like I'm going to the story. Yeah, some spoilers.
This game does follow the Prime universe, so you will see that history coming into play. You won't see much, if anything, of Kelvin Timeline because it isn't Kelvin Timeline, it's Spock. This universe, Spock disappeared into the wormhole. He did not die on Vulcan. Well, New Vulcan.
Many thanks. If it hadn't been for
We have
you
to
and your
transport
crew,
her,
I would have
even though
lost
you
my
fixed
ship
the warp
and my
core.
life.
Yep.
I'm in your debt. I'm setting a course to Earth's space
Yeah,
dock
there
for
it goes.
repairs. If I see you at Club 47, the drinks are on me.
Waiting
I
for
think
just an
I might
explosion
even
because
have
you
a few
didn't
bottles
fix
of
it right
Tranya
and
in
you
the
actually
cargo hold.
sabotaged it.
Gotta say though, but their art too. I kind of like all the art too, and the little screens here in that 30 years. He always did pretty good with the art.
Yeah,
on
give a
those
nice
screens.
little like view of things that you view of things so that it's not just like random star.
Well done. You saved that
There's a
crew,
random star,
Justin.
buddy.
Congratulations.
You also see planets and other
We have a
stars
diplomatic mission
in the
for
background as well. It's not
An
just like
important Vulcan
this is a
ambassador
flat
is
image
traveling
and
from
that's
his-
it. Oh, they also did a bit of work on this. They also changed this one a bit too.
Oh, I'm going to heavy engineer, so
Another mission that was changed. I have an option for a Tellarite, a human, or a Saurian. I'll go with the Tellarite. It's bald and wrinkly and looks like some kind of Z-throat. I like the 23rd century. I like the TOS version of Tellarites better. Pig-nosed people. They have more character. Now we must go to Vulcan. A land where Cal is thoroughly confused because there's no chaos, only order.
Alright, I'm fine with any planet but one. And I believe they took that one out.
I didn't say you hated it, I said you were confused because you thrive on chaos. And any planet that is supremely order and absolutely no chaos
Actually, now
just
that
makes you
out of
confused.
all the times we've made new characters, played with people, and helped them through the missions.
There's one planet, and Cal, and because of the new expansion, Cal no longer has to go there.
Good.
So you might never see it in this Let's Play.
Somehow, we'll have to go to Nimish for something. It'll pop up randomly.
Probably not. And there's the name of the planet that he hates, folks. Because we had not said it previously.
Nimish and Tribble.
The two things he hates.
Two things I hate out of everything.
He got a party popper at one point that shoots out tribbles randomly.
I was.
And he threw them into a fire.
Yeah, I put a fire in the ground. I was so mad when I saw that. And I was like, oh, that's just cool. Went through all the little things and I'm like, no, tribbles. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I was doing the mission on the other side of the map. I just hear Cal go, no. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? And then he's just firing tribbles at fire.
Great. I believe that SoCal
Oh,
would
I'm
be
skipping.
much
And we
more
spent the next half hour
traveling by
watching them burn.
shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the ambassador's.
Shuttle mission.
Shuttle. Oh god, Cal's flying. Oh no, we have no control. We have no control of this shuttle.
Yep. I'm also not used to
And
actually.
it's not even our shuttle.
Yeah. I'm not even used to the
They
these
use the
small
default
ships.
shuttle.
I'm not used to small ships and all these fast
And
ships.
here is the graphical error for this map.
I don't see any. So good thing he's not your view.
The ship is supposed to be flying.
Oh,
It's really tiny and half buried in the dirt.
I don't see any ship. Oh, there you go. Got a.
Yeah, but
Oh, there
the
it is.
cutscene is supposed to be you flying. Yeah, well, this is normal stuff.
Actually,
But
never
the
got a
cutscene the cutscene is supposed. I'm telling the folks at home because potato. The cutscene is supposed to have you flying the shuttle over Vulcan and landing there. For whatever reason, the last update kind of borked that, and it's just tiny ship stuck in the dirt.
Alright. Maybe a glitch when they updated something or they tried to fix. I know some people had problems
Yeah,
in
it's
the
a-
past with. They just come in, they would crash.
I
or
will
freeze.
point. I will point out throughout this Let's Play of things that used to be the way they were, and are no longer that. Before when we started this mission, you had to talk to the
Welcome.
Cal.
Do you have any questions?
Before you had to directly talk to the ambassador. Now you have to talk.
Do
to
you
the
have
before
any
talk to them.
Do I?
Yes. Are you not looking at at what it says underneath the map?
Nope.
I can clearly see it's on your screen.
Nope. You see nothing. We're hanging on. Got sticky notes on
I
there.
see an idiot walking away.
Welcome to Vulcan. Oh,
Yeah.
you can talk to them. Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, I can.
Some of these I'll let read or read out or let them speak with their voice lines, but most of the time I'm going to be skipping some of them.
This is just like, it doesn't matter. This is just like a throwaway one introducing an enemy that is not even that big in
Peace
the
and long
story
life.
of Star
Do
Trek.
you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
His eyebrows are clipping through his hood.
Oh, those are eyebrows? I thought those were horns.
Those are
I feel
eyebrows.
As if you will pledge to me.
Yeah, those
Do you have any
little horns that are
questions?
sticking out his hood. That's his eyebrows.
How should I know?
But remember, Vulcan eyebrows are really pointy, and some of them are really long. They point till they clip it. It's not it's rendered right. Ugh. When the enemy they introduce, come down. Get up, old man. I'm gonna kick you.
You look like Alright, we're gonna go. Return to shuttle. You guys were useless.
The enemy they introduced was like a big enemy and did cause a lot of controversy for the Federation. And I will discuss them when we actually get to them, so you actually have a visual of what I'm talking about.
I remember the days.
Till then, we will travel through space.
I remember days on the high characters helping players out. I would just sit down here and just mess around. Though people come back and they'll see a bubble shield around the ship, turrets everywhere, balloons all over the place, and the party popper.
Yeah, and I'm usually and he did this. I was usually the one guiding the Lord level through the missions, because we did play with a lot of different people back in the day, and then they were behind us in terms of what we were doing.
That are they
I was
made new characters.
even on my lowest character, I was still 10, 15 missions above everybody else.
Yeah. Well, look, you've gone through like most of like early. Like you're like mostly up to late missions, but you mostly went through these early missions multiple times because of new expansions coming out.
At this point, the amount of times that I've done the start of this game is probably somewhere in the double digits, and that's medium double digits, folks. I'm talking about probably somewhere between 40 to 50 times.
Yeah, I've only gone through 2 characters through most missions.
Between doing it myself on various characters between the PC and Xbox, and actually helping people through it. And that's across all major factions. I've done it on Romulan. I've done it on Romulan several times. I've done it on Klingon a couple times as well. And I've done it on Jem'Hadar once. Yes, folks, Jem'Hadar is a playable faction in this game.
I've only played
You know who they are.
Starfleet and I didn't get too far. Well, I got pretty far, like mid-game or mid-story, for all the storylines at the time in the Klingon. For the Klingon.
The Klingon is interesting. If we ever do that, I'll talk about that more. But I doubt we're gonna do that. We're gonna be sitting on Federation until we're done with that. Maybe someday in the future we'll do some of the stuff for the other factions. But for now, we're gonna focus on Federation.
Scanning in progress.
The Klingons! Come.
This is Captain Katak to all Klingon vessels.
Not Katak.
Target their warp drive.
This
There
part
will be no
actually
escaping
got
our
changed a bit too.
vengeance
He
this
actually
time.
discusses it with you, what's going to happen. I'm not going to spoil too much outside of that, just know that boy Klingon is on for us to talk because they're firing at us. I mean, they're firing at us now, but he has to get into dialogue instead of just angering him. That's all. That's just that's all. You could have seen it, and if you want to see what you see, there are plenty of Let's Plays on YouTube for older ones. But you're here now to watch this one. I promise you'll be interested.
Federation has been fooled by the beast. Your guest from Vulcan is not as he or she seems, Captain. They are an Undine. They put on a false face and try to control us. But we Klingons know better.
The Undine.
We will hunt them down until the last of these honorless dogs dies screaming. Proof? Pah! Allow me to stick a blade in its belly while I look it in the eye while it dies. That should be
At
proof
this
enough,
point, he will be
even
firing
for
at us again.
Starfleet. If you wish the
I can't do science, so let's discuss engineering. And question of first.
Science. The Undine are a species that was first encountered by the crew of the USS Voyager during the events of Star Trek Voyager. They cataloged them as species 8472. As the Klingon commander indicated, they are indeed capable of changing shape. Additionally, they possess telepathic abilities that aid them in infiltrating the the cultures of other
My
species.
patience is growing. Then the
And the
beast is
ambassador
Captain,
is the one that
I
the
take
Klingon
my
is fingering for
medication.
this.
alive. You want
There's no need, Captain. A most potentially.
a true
That piece of information is relatively important to understand
Why-
why this captain is so adamant on killing it. Because they could literally be anybody, anywhere. They could literally replace the Klingon Supreme Chancellor, or the Chancellor of the High Council of the High Council of the Klingon Empire, and nobody would ever know. A similar thing happened during DS9, but this was with changelings, which are which are a species of basically clay people. Think Clayface from Batman, and have an entire race. And imagine the chaos that would see throughout the Federation because of them. But this species is far worse because they can literally manipulate their entire way of thinking in order to fool someone. Easy to fight changeling shapeshifter because they will get sloppy. They think they're better than us. They all saw their. But the Undine, they just think that might makes right. But basically, it's an entire species of cow.
Quack.
And he won't deny it either.
Yeah.
Also, this ground mission is going to get cut short. Because we're only going to the temple for this one. Previously, we would have to trek farther into the map because the Undine shifted into a Klingon and tricked the rest of them into killing us. That's not so much. Combat. We did the ambassador reveal himself, and then right in the face. Cover that something. I discussed what's going to be different.
I just remembered I got new gear and I still haven't equipped it yet.
Probably.
Oh yeah, that's right, I have to talk to him. First, there's loot over here to be seen.
Good information.
Yeah, things in the beginning, like first couple, well, I don't want to say missions, but everything's like easy, like enemies are easy. No, you can just go through and blast everything
terrible.
It's
basically.
relatively easy.
Vulcan security
Yeah, we're
forces
not going to have
discovered
much
the
of an issue until we
You
start
need to
getting
be
higher.
very careful.
And if we didn't previously play this and didn't have ships in higher tiers that we could just get it easily, we would just get to the
Such
point where
emotion on
if
your
we were
face.
alone, we would not be able to
I see
really
now my
do much about just
deception
ramming
has
our faces
been
against things.
exposed. Pity.
Most
Capturing
new
the
players
abbot
can
seems
Oh
to
easily
replace
no!
him as
His
well would
deception
have been
was exposed.
beneficial.
Yeah, no,
But we are strong.
it's still
We
playable if you
will
just want to go free
You
with
are
it. But
and the weak
it does
shall
help with
perish.
spending a little bit of money and getting a higher tier ship when you're at that level. Yeah, I spent the money because I like the ships from the shows and movies. You'll notice that all the ships that I'm going to be playing on will be ships that have Enterprise or name or Or one of my favorites would find I'll have that ship as well.
And I try to
At some point
forge
in the future.
carriers and tanky ships.
Yep. See? Cut short. Don't have to do that back half.
Oh,
Back in the
that's
face.
weird.
Again, yeah, last time that we did this mission, the Undine shifted into a Klingon captain and then walked over there to at the Klingons to kill us. And at the end of that path that Cal was going towards, he would beam back into his ship, and then we would defeat the Klingons that were there, and then beam back into space to fight this ship that we're going to fight now.
Oh, that's just,
Now it's just
that
get to
just
the
feels
Abbey,
empty without doing that part.
Skipper's revealed. And, yeah. But again, since we didn't have a major conflict with the Klingon at the start, there's no chance to do that. And now we can't actually because we are too underpowered.
Oh, we can do it. Look at that damage.
Even though it is our level of 8, it is more towards a commander or captain level 2. We can hit for a lot of damage, but it's scaling wise. It's more towards that than what we're fighting.
Well, I would say it's
If
health
one of us was
wise.
on a higher level character, we would be able to defeat it without help of items.
Oh, we can still feel the thing. It'll take a while.
Yeah, but 2 seconds.
Yeah, 2 seconds compared to less than 5 damage.
And now the USS Challenger has arrived with reinforcements. I made note of that for very specific reasons mentioned so it happened. Hey. Hey there. I'm on data.
This is
Incoming
Captain
message.
LaForge of the
This is
USS
Challenger.
Challenger. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand. Perhaps you'll
For
return
those
the
of you who
favor
watch
someday.
TNG, this is the
LaForge
chief
out.
engineer from the Enterprise. Geordi LaForge is now a captain in charge of the Challenger, which is fitting because it is a Galaxy-class starship, and he would know that ship the best. Before that, I think it was just a random captain that spoke to you at this point.
No, I think he had a name.
But you
I just can't
got LeVar Burton to do voiceover, so you have to put him somewhere.
remember. Hailstar.
Have to use him.
The ambassador was an Undine? I'm afraid they're in.
For those of you wondering, yes, we will see
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
more canon characters in this game.
Starfleet has lost contact with the Federation science station in the Kasei system.
I will not spoil who is in this game, but there are more characters in this game for you to
Oh, technically everybody's in this game.
Yes, but the actors actually lend their voices to specific characters.
Your inventory has a replicator that allows you to buy
And
and
that's
sell
what I'm not
items.
spoiling. Yes, Kirk is in this game. No, Shatner is not. I will spoil that. We do see him at one point, but we don't. He is unconscious with his face in the dirt. Well, not dirt, but on the ground. I'm not entirely sure that. Did we see him? I don't remember now. If we see it through normal story progression, or if that was a temporal operative mission. No, I think that was normal progression. I've played this game for so long, I've done so many missions, I don't remember all of it. Off the top of my head. So I will mutter to myself while trying to remember things. You're gonna have to get used to that, folks. I do it a lot. It helps me think.
Yep. Very much a lot.
I am a crazy old man.
Your inventory has a replicator
Yeah, sure, I know.
that
Likes to
allows
talk
you
to
to
himself
buy
and really
and
think.
sell items.
Where's my ship at? No, I keep choosing it.
Yes, I know, Mrs. Bunbury, I know. I played this game a very long time. I know what I'm doing.
Lies.
I'm not just going crazy and saying a random person's name. Module Barrett Bunbury is the voice of the original, is the voice computer. And they just use voice clips, I think. Or sound alike at any rate. When I yell at the computer, I will probably say number 1, because she originally played a character called Number 1 in the pilot episode of Star Trek. Yes, I am a nerd. Leave me alone.
Everybody's nerd.
I can hear Mr. Piccolo shouting in the background, nerd.
Is there any upgrades? Basically the same. Where are we going on this map? We're going all the way down to here.
Going a ways, yeah. Not really paying attention to myself at the moment. I'm adjusting
Hidden
my
dangers lurk in space, and the threat of Klingon attack has made even the most
I need to give
stout-hearted
my shuttle
reconsider
thing
their
to not
choice to
shuttle.
travel throughout the stars. A last-ditch effort
Nobody wants
to find a common ground could end this conflict, but there are many who oppose peace.
Hey,
Oh, we're getting closer. Oh, I can't wait till we can get the transwarp out here. Or the
that's
that's warp speed.
yes. That will make things easier for us, but at the same time, we will probably overshoot things a lot once we get
I
there.
always overshoot things.
Yeah. I tend to forget it's there most times, so if you see cow make it to a place before me, then that's why, because I just don't pay attention to things, and
You're passing it.
I probably should pay attention to that because that's useful.
You're passing it.
I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, you're passing it.
I said.
You gotta aim down.
Yeah, I just like go to this and yeah, I was in the menu and I was readjusting things. I was currently equipping my officers with some new gear so they're not completely useless.
I usually don't equip my officers with anything. I usually don't bring them.
I give them like basics here, basic things up until a point. Usually around the time I'm a captain, I just ignore them because I'm getting so much, and I just don't care to keep equipping them. They have enough things that they're okay to go with. Typically, if it's something I don't want to lose on an officer, that's about it. If you equip it to an officer or put it in a bank, you're not likely to accidentally sell it. And I tend to do that.
I usually give them
As
fun weapons.
Cal yelled at me for the last time we played Divinity, I accidentally sold the shovel
My shovel.
that we needed to dig things up. You left it in my pocket. I was selling things and was just hitting a button.
Technically,
And it got sold by
you
accident.
stole it. I didn't leave it in your pocket. You stole it from my pocket. With magic.
You left, I took it, and then you left it in my pocket. My statement is still correct.
Okay, so steal from your ground.
I'm surprised you don't do that more often. You know what?
I can't take a military.
I just expect you to do it. I mean, if you could steal loot from me, game systems where you can't actually be a loot multiplayer, you probably would. Get rid of all the gear that makes you better than you would. Like you pick. Because that is 5 hours of work. And you just burn
The Divinity, no.
And in Destiny 2, where I was currently almost 100 lights above Caligan. Yeah, I don't know. This is that game you need to be high level. Since I'm playing with other people for reasons, I need more light so I'm not and plus I want to actually start reading something. Yes, I will say guildmates or community a lot compared to the game. I don't like it has a negative I've been building the community for a very long time. People that refer to their communities as clans, they have a
Beam station.
Red page. So I'm glad this one is referred to as this one's alliance or guild is referred to as a fleet. It's fitting for in-universe as well as being different. And now we get the thing that Cal annoys me with the most. The fire extinguisher.
The Gorn. They just stormed in, and not everyone.
Yeah, that thing used to do damage.
Not
I
even any
think they took it
fire.
away.
Still
I think they
use
took
it against
damage.
Probably. I don't remember it doing damage within recent history.
Yeah, just a while back. It used to do like 30, 40 damage a second, I think it was, or higher.
I'm pretty sure it did do damage when we were still playing on PC, but that was a very, very long time ago.
That was hilarious, though.
It was like half a decade ago that we were playing on the PC. I hate that. That's more error the weapon isn't held right. They never fix that.
Yep.
So randomly you'll see one of us standing at attention with our gun in our hand.
Oh, I was running. I was shooting mine one-handed.
Yeah, you have the other thing. You have to switch weapons in order to fix that. Because you should be holding it in two hands while running. Because that's a rifle. I killed it, so you should be good.
Do I not have a fire extinguisher? Apparently not.
Ah.
Might have to go equip it. No, I think there's an accolade for it when you have fires.
Yeah, it doesn't automatically equip. Yeah, you still have the option to do it when you're actually facing a fire, but if you don't have it actually equipped, you can't just use it randomly. Because it doesn't auto-equip to your bar. Stop throwing rocks at me, Jumbo! You're getting bigger. Use the ow my face. I can use the fire pistol to meet shield. Didn't work. Just face to it. Oh, that's a glitch too. She's supposed to be on her ship, but she's following us. I think it's a glitch. I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be on the ship. I don't think she's supposed to be following us around. We just try to target you through the catwalk.
Hey, something that could succeed. Be gone, scientist.
Fire! Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. I can cheese this if we find the right pillar. I can just use science and end it. I'm not just fighting gibberish. You'll see when we get there. Onwards and downwards. This is like my third mission. In the difficulty level so far. We'll probably maybe have to fix it by the end of this session. It's only 9:30. We'll definitely be Lieutenant Commander at least. We'll be getting our new ships soon. So if you enjoyed seeing these ships, this may well be your last time seeing them. We'll have one last journey through sector space back to Earth space dock, and then that will be it for these ships, and then we'll be getting new ships. I'll discuss my choices when we get to it. But as I already said, it will be a cruiser. Because I will be using the cruisers for this, because those are my favorite type of ship.
I always take the engineer heavy ships, just for the heals and...
She's still here!
Oh, this map. Oh, this is the fun map.
Yeah.
I keep breaking it.
If we find the right color, I can just shoot it. And get this is not the right color though. I think it's like we did that one over there on the other side of the building. That one over there.
This one has
There's one with a console that is for science.
Yeah. This map actually has a glitch in the middle there. See the dome? If you have a turret at this point, you can sit there with a fire extinguisher, shoot through the shield. It will do damage to the thing and aggro the guys inside the shield, and you'll pull them out. And mostly mortars works the best. The mortar will shoot up and shoot inside the shield and kill them. And sometimes they come out, but also glitches.
Since we are running through this relatively straightforward, we don't have any of that stuff at the moment. So we won't be really doing. We'll probably discuss glitches in the map that we found, but we won't typically be doing them because we just don't have the resources for it at the moment. Dead body. Hey kids, want to see dead body? There it is. You knew where that was going. Don't even try.
Cleaning up their mesh. Why do we have to clean?
Well, it's usually I have to clean up your messes, so when you have to clean someone else's messes up, I'm just gonna stare and laugh. Because it amuses me.
Our character's basically gonna turn out like the engineer from Team Fortress 2, but have more than one turret out at once.
It's going to be chaos. How someone doing most of the damage while I try not to die.
I usually have like mortar turret, 2 laser machine gun turret.
Yeah, it is the other. Generator. This is not the right one. So yeah.
Either way, we'll go through it.
If we had ignored doing the pillars and gone straight to this last one here, I could have used my science class to just
skip.
I'll discuss it when I get there because I don't remember what exactly it is. Yeah, we'll skip it, but there's a way they explain how we do that. I think it's kind of like a worm program. I don't remember really.
Yeah, basically encourage you to actually play with somebody from a science team. No, that has a character for science, engineering, and tactical, because
yeah. When we were initially discussing starting this up, we had tried to see if we could get someone else to join us, but the only person that we know plays this is usually busy with work. So, yeah, he's usually busy with work, so he wouldn't be able to join us as frequently as we would probably like.
Yeah, and having those extra people in there, because there's some missions that if you have a tactical in there or engineer or science, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah,
skip parts.
Having the various classes makes it hella easy. Like I was saying before, this console right here, for this pillar, so that you know in the future, is the science override console. What they say about this? It's just a science override console. Oh yeah, it's not. I was thinking it was something else, but it is legit just override X, and then it's done. You'll notice that we had 2 out of 3 generators completed, but activating that console automatically completed it. That's why you want friends, folks. So you can just ease your way through everything and not have to worry. It also makes the game more fun to play with other people because you get the interactions of yourself with what's going on. Especially if you play like me and Cal do and go full ham with most things. Throw it at Cal.
I'll remember how to dodge at some point.
Don't focus on me. Don't focus on me. Okay, fine. Yep. Alright, yep, yeah, that's what we're doing now. Yeah, with that guy, we don't actually kill him. He throws rocks at us and then does a speech and run.
Yeah, like I said earlier, that's you can actually kill him if you glitch it out. But again, it breaks the mission.
We don't have the resources at the moment.
Yeah, and it breaks. That kind of thing. It does break the mission where you have to literally restart.
Yeah.
Restart.
So you won't see us doing too many glitches because we want to actually play the game through, and we don't really want to go over. We don't really want to have to waste time resetting a thing because we broke something. I mean, if the game just breaks, then that's the game, and we do deal with that. One fun running thing with us for this game is Cal getting put in a box.
Yeah, I think nowadays it is fixed, but there's a mission later on. I'll say when we get there. It teleports me. You get teleported out to the next section, and I'm always in a giant black dark box with no way out.
You get teleported out. It's like a GM box. It's like a GM trap where you just get timed out for a while. You get stuck in a box outside the map. There's just nothing but a black void as far as the eye can see, and you just can't move around. It's amusing for me to just walk through and just bang around. But it's also annoying. Oh, at another point, he got stuck in a railing.
Yeah, this first.
Tries to put up his shield and then hurt to get himself out and just make himself get more stuck.
Yeah, I seem to get stuck out there. Like some missions you'll spawn in if you have 3 players. I know one was an event one a while back. I spawned in and I was stuck outside a ship. Our mission was going through a ship on the map.
We'll talk about what we thought we prefer eventually get to them. But again, we've done this for a lot, and the last and Cal hasn't played through the game entirely.
Oh, I didn't get mines. I forgot about mines, how bad they are.
We kind of like forget about that a little bit. We usually play on high level characters, but that doesn't really affect them. We're playing on low level.
Yeah, I can just use shockwave to get rid of
you just get hit with one barrage at a time. That's what's not going to happen. This way, if you get hit with enough mines, it will not affect them. We're this low level.
Even the high tier mines can be very deadly if used correctly.
Because we usually have mines with smaller ships. They're going to be so what we do. Plus the fact that we're always like circling around our enemies when we're higher level. They just get locked on immediately after we pop them.
I'll probably do it later.
Or at least I do. Cal usually hangs back.
I usually hang back, but I've had ships where I just make minefields. I mean, I'll set minefields, or even have the whole team just put minefield in the air. We know enemy spawns, and right before they spawn,
that was his strategy for the entirety of our playing on the PC. It was just get in the system, set up mines, throw out fighters, and just sit there and watch the fireworks. And promotion.
Promoted.
All right, folks, we're going to be going to our space dock. And oh no, we don't have to.
But we don't have to. I don't
Well, we're going back to our space dock, and our previous ships are no longer to be what we're using.
Yeah, you go through the...
I will discuss what my ship will be in a minute when we load in.
Yeah, I want to have the standard ship.
Cal will have... Well, we'll both have standard ships. I don't have a tier 2 ship because the cruiser is already available for me.
Ah.
I will be using standard ships for... They already had the ship that I want, but there are other ones in between, like randomly, that I will be getting a ship from the sea store. All right, my new ship will be a Constitution class refit. It will be named USS Gallifrey, NCC 1963A. And for those viewing on, for people who are getting confused as to why it will have an A in its name, once I actually have it, from Cal's perspective, is that you can't have the same ship name. So I have to put A through F for my ships from here on.
Or just put numbers.
Yes, folks, I will be using a naming scheme, and it will be Gallifrey.
Okay, that's an engineering, so by cruiser.
Cruisers are the engineering ship. Mine will be the Constitution refit that you see in the movie. It premiered in the movie Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Cal will probably customize whatever ship he uses. So.
Yeah, but I usually do that. I'll do that off stream. I don't need to do it now.
Yeah. Ready ship. There's not much I have to do for it. I usually leave it the way it is because it's pretty accurate as it is, so I don't really need to do anything with it. But yes, We are now Lieutenant Commander. I will probably annoy Cal later by changing my uniform for an hour.
Yes, you will.
I think I'll do it right now because I just want to get through this. And I just want to keep playing. I don't feel like dealing with the lag issue that comes with the character customization at the moment. But yes, I have my current ship. I'm quite happy with this. I think then, yeah. Those of you who know the progression of the Enterprises will know what my next ship will be, but that is for a later date.
I have no primary missions set.
For the time being, I will be using the Constitution class refit until such time as the next promotion happens. And then I will probably be using 2 different ships for Commander. And y'all know if you know the progression of the Enterprises. And I'm not going to spoil it. And I would hope you wouldn't spoil it either. Cal doesn't know because Cal doesn't really care. So he can't spoil it for you. All he knows is that the next ship is a escort.
Alright, I have what our mission now.
Mission journal. Secret orders. You should have gotten a message from what's his face? Burgess. I don't know. What if you just go to the your missions? You should have a hail from someone that says secret orders. If you didn't get a hail from him.
No, I didn't yet. I'm gonna do some skills.
Check your mission journal.
Alright, so mission journal. Secret orders.
Commander Burgess, Starfleet Intelligence. There's something I'd like you to look into. It could change the course of the war in our favor. We have intel suggesting that the Admiral Quinn says you're...
Yeah, but Quinn needs to stop chilling out throwing our name around.
You stop throwing your name around. You are a loose cannon.
Entangled in the brush.
Yes, we get to go to my least favorite location in space. And y'all see why when we get there. I didn't doubt.
Earth space dock 2. You switch space docks to me. Turn the ship.
For the most part, we will be just following what's in the mission journal. When we get to the point where we don't have any of that, we will start doing other things. But for now, this is what we're going to do. Bring the sector. Just in case people are wondering why all those missions in the incoming hails that Cal could have selected but didn't. Most of that is just random fluff that is every day. And I don't know about that once in feature agent though. So we'll just ignore that for now, and it never happened. Typically, we won't be going in that very often. Usually, we'll get a hail normally. Cal just missed the hail, so he had to go through the mission bureau to get it.
Well, it disappeared on me again, so.
It's not in the hails anymore. You're in the hails.
Oh, no, I'm off the hails now.
Yeah, well, it should be in active missions. You haven't selected it yet.
Yeah, no, I have to go. Sorry, transwarp.
Yeah. Yep. I hate this place so much. Yeah. Yes, and if we're still on this ship, Cal will eventually change the look of his so that we're not a matching set. He typically goes a bit crazy with his. I tend to just stick with the Constitution reset basics.
Alright, look at the map.
But you know what the bar patch is? Yes, it is that. But if you don't, you'll see why I hate it so much.
Look at my small ship.
So now this is the voyages of the USS Gallifrey A and the USS Leonardo.
For some reason, I always get Leonardo on all of my on at least one of my ships when I go through them.
We have to leave it now. We have to leave it.
Alright, this was just random. I can still do other ones too. I'm all gonna name my tier 6 when it comes up, probably. Or if I get unless if I get Cap back. If I get Cap back.
We're making note of this because we know somebody with the gamer tag of Leonardo, and it's interesting that he keeps coming back. He'll never leave us alone. Never leave us alone.
I know. I got my I'll see if he wants to join us. I think he played in the past. I don't know if he still plays though.
Yeah, I have not seen him on in a very long time. Not since we demoted. I have not seen him since we demoted him. A very long time ago. Our main characters are the leaders of a fleet, and we had to knock him down from a position that he shouldn't have been in.
Well, technically, this is a fleet of this people put together that plays a lot.
Yes. Yes, but when we originally created it, we created it with the intention of keeping ourselves and maybe someone we could trust in the positions of fleet leadership. It is us and another of our friends, Hannibal, that are currently in charge of the fleet. We did this because we don't want people just putting up random, I don't know what the word is for it.
What do you mean, like the fleet holdings?
Projects.
Projects for
fleet
the fleet
projects,
holdings.
that's it. We don't want them putting up random projects that cost us like a shit ton of materials that we don't have. We want ones that are going to benefit what we're doing for it. We will discuss it at random points throughout this playthrough, but I don't think we'll be showcasing it all that much at the moment.
Well, our discussions half the time are all random. We jump here and there.
We might show what we've done at some point in the future, but for now, we're just going to play the game. And our starbase isn't all that impressive, so we're not really going to show that off. Yes, you get a starbase and you create a fleet.
Speaking of which, I forgot to announce that thing, but so if you haven't noticed now, or seen the calendar, the Q's Winter Wonderland is back for December.
Yes.
So if you do have the game, then might want to jump on and do the daily races for it to get a.
Yeah.
I am not sure what the ship is actually.
Feklari ship.
Feklari ship.
Yes, it is a Feklari warship. I don't know the exact name of the class of ship that it is, but that's what it is. And for those, and y'all can see where we're going now. It is that big brown patch in the middle of the space. Did you go to the planet thinking that's where we need to go?
No, I almost hit the planet. It came out of nowhere.
You were going fine, and then you veered upwards.
Yep.
You veered towards it.
It came out of
nowhere. You're idiots.
Look at all these planets.
Come on, go down.
Yeah, I don't need to go down. I just need to.
Yes, we're going to the Coffee Nebula.
USS Draco 1. You can't see orders.
Yep. This place I hate so very much.
Ah, sorry, this is the fun zone.
Yeah, I hate this place. All those enemy blips on the map, they're not all enemies. They are explosive gas that kind of like detonate when I'm next to them.
Oh,
This is why I hate this place.
You got sentry option though. I can't reach.
I didn't stand through that. I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I was too busy hating this place. You will see me going very slowly and shooting everything that comes anything that is anywhere near
what
me.
What frequency are you on? Or efficiency are you on?
I was on damage. I'm putting mine over to. Or if you mean commands.
Yeah, commands.
I usually use shields.
Alright. I'll just turn weapons on then.
I'll typically not go faster than the 3 bars on the for impulse, because I just I get too close to it. Bad memories. Yeah, what the heck is the damn thing spawning next to you? This is my favorite place, but it's only because I'll hate Nimbus because you get stuck on it.
Oh no, it's not where I get stuck in it. I only get stuck a couple times. It's more out of all the playthroughs, all the gameplay I have, I must have spent maybe a week of time.
That's true.
A full week of actually.
It's like that was the only place you could use to help them.
That and
I just go off to
was a good place to farm for gear.
Through this place would be a lot worse. I feel like it's not as bad as it used to be. It's just the fact that I don't like this place because of what happened before.
We go for that turret down there.
Yeah, you gotta break that in order to continue.
Your inventory has a replicator that allows you to buy and sell items.
Even at full bar, it's 50%. Low. Not my fault.
I was waiting to see. Go up from.
I was waiting to do that first. I'm surprised if we can read it first, usually it's the other way around.
Oh, that hits too much damage.
Yes. I appreciate y'all can see where we're heading for this mission. I mean, that giant donut cake is very enticing. The last time I did this with someone, I was using a smaller class of Hulk. And for reference, that is the captain level ship. So we are not quite there yet.
Ooh, that's a nice car scheme on it. The shuttle.
Hmm?
No, I was looking at the shuttle.
Oh yeah.
That's
the shuttle for Discovery. That's good. You do that end-to-end scheme. I need to have tactical engineering and science officer. I don't have a slot open for a new officer yet.
I just have to find out my inventory.
It's under recruitment.
Is it under recruitment? That was inventory and
Your inventory has a replicator
Yes,
that
it's
allows you
inventory.
to
It's
buy and sell
looking
items.
at like your.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, maybe I don't have it
it's not. Inventory doesn't have that slot. There's a recruitment tab. Normal view from ship and crew.
Yeah, we can't speed through this.
Nope. That's why I was mentioning that before. Pretty much just slow go. It's mostly so that you don't get charged into the pads of the gas. But yeah, it does feel a hell of a lot slower than the last time we played this stuff. You know, normal speed before, and now, oh, and steady as she goes. Oh, too many people complained that it got blown up because of that.
There's some more mobility to the...
Even using what's it called? Evasive maneuvers, you don't go that fast, and that increases your mobility.
Yeah, they skip most of the stuff by
Yeah, if you take your time with this area and blast the Metron gas as you come into range of it, you shouldn't have a problem with this area. It's just if you ignore the gas and go directly into a fight, you will get blown up. As we did when we first played this area.
I think they actually reduced the gas clouds too. Before it used to be non-stop fire.
Oh yeah, they used to be fucking everywhere. It used to be everywhere, and you had to constantly spam the fire button in order to get rid of them. Now they have a set like on time. It's not that bad. Takes away some of the challenge of the prior patch, but I still don't like this place because past. It's my least favorite place. I don't mind everywhere else. The place can burn. And then explode.
Team Fortress.
You're still using the pulse cannons.
Of course I am. Why wouldn't I?
Well, it's just I'm just lying because I have the toss phaser array to flip still, and that's going to be good for a very long time. That scale is because I know I was using it up to that point. I don't use it as much anymore because the stuff you get from quest drops and actually doing a lot of the other stuff is just objectively better. Typically, by the time you get to the point where you can hear ship, you're using a hodgepodge of different phaser arrays, plus a 2 or 3 torpedo launchers. For us, at least, we're having like 2 or 1 or 2 different kinds. Usually an explosive and a tractor mine.
You also have Setch too for some of the weapons. Some of the weapons you have Setch for them, and they go with either a weapon set
you'll have,
or engine parts and all that. Or mostly like
you'll have ship gear and weapons that will boost each other if you have X amount equipped.
Yeah, I usually go for anti-proton build, and I get the Setch where it boosts them. Where I have my torpedoes, they give like little grab. Each torpedo has a chance to give little mini grab wells every time I fire the torpedoes. That
I am just waiting to get my clusterfuck back.
Yeah, that.
You will all see the glory of the clusterfuck eventually.
Connection timed out. First one of the day. That's actually rare for that to do that.
Yeah. STO is relatively stable in terms of connection, so we don't have this very often. I'll just there you go. You left my fire team now.
Yeah, you see
I'll just wait here. I have more than Cal.
Yeah, the 2 of those.
I have about 8 characters currently going at the moment.
The 2 low ones were just to help people get up, and they never came back on.
Yeah, I have at least 1 character for each faction. So I have a Federation, I have a TOS Federation, I have a Discover Federation, I have a Klingon, a Romulan, and a Jemadar. I have the most Federation classes. I have most Federation characters because I like Federation. I like their ships better than any other ones. And the majority of my characters are Science class because I like that class better than the other ones. And it's the one I started with when we started playing STO back on the PC. Typically, I play a Romulan for Federation, but I felt that for this playthrough, a human would be better because of the way we do things. I don't feel like trying to roll 20 up Vulcan. That's not going to be fun for anybody. I could do it, I just don't want to do it. Plus I wouldn't be able to just nerd out as much as it is.
Thank you. These Klingons have had me designing weapons for them at Disruptor Point. The scientists who finished their
I think there was a Cardassian here before, wasn't there?
I believe so.
I believe it was either this lady or that one over there that was Cardassian. And in case you don't know what a Cardassian is, it was the scientist we first met on the mission with the Gorn. She's the Cardassian. That's what they look like. The one that kept following us even though she shouldn't have followed us. We'll meet more Cardassians later. For now, we're going to be fighting mostly Klingon.
I'd be happy
and
to tell you
Klingon faction
members.
So we're going to be fighting Nausicaa, Gorn, and Orion as well.
Fight everybody at some point.
Yes, we will eventually fight everybody. We will fight many, many things. So far, we've only fought like a handful of what is actually available. If you see me just opening boxes on Cal's screen and just leaving them immediately, there's things in there I just don't care for. I don't need the health packs. I don't use the batteries, and food just creates tribbles.
Oh, we should use them, but never. No, they would make things easier, but we never.
It's never a. Yeah, since I'm usually as a science officer, I just have my own abilities, so physician heal myself. And typically my healing abilities do better than using medkits. But medkits stop giving a massive amount of healing after a point, and your healing abilities will always do a decent amount of healing, and you can upgrade them far beyond what a healing kit should do. And now we have to do something that Cal hates: blow up nuclear weapons. He likes using them, but actually destroying them so they cannot be used against him.
Nuclear weapons
he usually takes them.
Nuclear weapons in the Star Trek universe are really...
They are like throwing a rock at somebody holding a gun. That is the tech level we're talking about at the moment.
Yeah, it's like fighting with stick and stones versus, full auto rifles and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, when you have a weapon that can completely annihilate all life on a planet without destroying the planet, a nuclear bomb is nothing. We will get to see. I think we'll see some of those weapons later. They are proto-matter bombs. Very bad things. We don't use them. The Federation has outlawed their use. The Klingons see spatial bombardment as mostly dishonorable. They prefer to meet their enemies face-to-face in combat. The Romulans, at least the Romulan Star Empire, are not above doing such things. They will use any underhanded tactic to just annihilate their foes. The playable faction in this game is the Romulan Republic. They are a good faction of Romulans that seek peace with the universe. Yes, they go against everything that makes a Romulan and seek to make alliances with the other factions.
Oh,
we'll get to see more of them later. For now, we are going to be focusing on what the Federation is doing. I'm just fleshing out a bit more of like the
face to
world.
face and face to face.
Now we're gonna fight. We're all together. Bye bye station.
No.
It didn't do the boom boom because we were in combat. Boom boom.
Never mind. There it is.
Yeah. I picked the question and we were not in combat, so I had to manually do it again.
Warning.
One of the types I like is that the names of our ships as well as the registration numbers are on the ship and it should be. It's not just a random number that we call it. The cow's the random number, but I have an actual number. For the most part, cow will have random names that you think is funny from the random setting. And I will use a name scheme. For this play, we will be using the name cow. And to another fandom that I'm a part of is .2, which is where my game mechanic comes from, as well as most of the things that are about my character. Typically, when I create a character name, a little doctor, then not bad. This character as well. Doctor, he uses the name going back, I think, to a post doctor. He was he's an actor. Doctor. Adamant about a name. I'm not a doctor who is a doctor. Technically, it was in the same universe at one point. Comics are a wondrous thing, my friend. There was a crossover with Card and 11. That's the 11th chapter. Numbered chapters. 14.
I'll have to see that one.
Yeah, that's a murder.
That's not the
The crossover is about to Star Trek.
Yeah, I did not know that.
I think it did. I'm not joking. It did. The Card and the Doctor. I don't know if it was a Star Trek comic or if it was a Doctor Who comic, but I don't know if it was a comics are one of the things. They can have their own. They're not. So this is not. This is technically non-canon, and for the most part, I will refer to Gene Roddenberry on what is canon for Star Trek. He has stated that the series, that the live-action series and movies are canon, and maybe one or two things from the animated series, but for the most part, that's it. This game is in my opinion, canon because it does focus on the events that it does show a lot of the events that happened in the actual canon, and as well as expand upon them. There was new things within that timeline without going outside of it. The Kelvin
I've read the
timeline
after-action report filed by Lieutenant Van Zyl.
for the most part.
Pity we
A lot of
weren't
what
able to
Discovery has
apprehend
done.
the
It went
but I'm
to
glad we shot that
beyond
weapons facility
what
down.
the time frame should
Nicely
have been.
done.
That's
As for that weapons research the Klingons were conducting,
that's opinion,
Starfleet has some
and
of
you're
our
entitled
best
to your
people
own on that.
Congratulations,
What
Lieutenant.
I say about that. Goose. Andorian, alien, or Betazoid? I'm gonna go with Betazoid.
I didn't have a choice to pick any.
He's a shiny head. He's pale skinned and has no hair at all.
Lieutenant from Starfleet Academy.
And because
Hail.
I immediately got the hail from Lieutenant Farah, I missed the hail for Burgess. So I have to manually get that. You might have to get it as well. I don't know if you got it before Potato.
No, I go to Academy.
Yeah, you might want to go to incoming hails and get the Doomsday device. You don't have that. Yeah, we'll have to go to. Well, that we don't technically have to do that right now. Since that has to do with duty
Admiral Quinn
officers.
says you're the right officer.
And that's
for
a
this
side
job.
thing. We'll talk about it a bit. Duty officers give you some rewards, but for the most part, it's not necessarily important to do it as soon as you get that mission. You can do it at your leisure, which I think we should do off camera with that one.
Yeah, we can.
Because the duty officers are.
Yeah,
Duty officers aren't necessarily important for what we're doing. It's just assign X and that's it. I like the diplomatic duty officer missions. Cal hates. I completed them on my main account.
I still do the officer ones.
Yeah, the duty officers give us material and whatnot, but it's just you don't have to do them to do story progression.
This the
So
one.
don't feel that that's what you do.
Yeah, this the one. No, I usually get the mission certain duty officers all the time, and I can never get any good ones. Any of the or decent ones or special title ones that you need for certain missions.
Yeah. The duty officers affect the fleet projects and duty officer missions, but they don't affect story, so you don't need to focus on them all that much. I focused on the diplomatic missions because they gave me a transwarp to DS9, as well as another uniform, which pissed Cal off when I told him I got it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I think they do actually. I think don't you need? I think some missions or later on missions. I think there is one mission where you need democracy. Or not democracy. Diplomacy.
I don't think so.
Diplomacy.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there's
I don't think so.
It's over at the.
Maybe.
I think it's a starbase at Dabo.
Maybe.
The one where at the.
I don't
the
remember
Fort-
it, so
when we
I don't
get
think
to-
it really. But again, it doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
It shouldn't really. It shouldn't really make you not be able to do it because Cal is the least diplomatic person ever.
It just makes things easier.
It will make things easier.
With doing the.
You'll get various things that you can use to get other things. You can also get a good amount of dilithium doing the duty officer missions, which will allow you to either put it into other projects or sell it on the dilithium exchange and get Zen, which is this game's paid currency, which will allow you to buy ships from the sea store after you've gathered the several thousand that are required for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't think that the ships are going to be cheap. They are not.
No, but also it's like dilithium is easy to get. Like if you saw it in the mission, we were getting 300 ore through 300 something ore per mission.
And if you were playing during the I think it was if you were playing during the Delta and Gamma recruit events, those characters get a bonus to dilithium.
Yeah, the one problem you have is this one right here. We got to refine. You can only refine 8,000 a day.
That's per day. Yeah. So if you get like tens of thousands of dilithium in a day, you won't really be able to do much with that. So you'll be that is the bottleneck for it. It's both good and bad that you have a cap on how much you can refine per day. I understand why they would want to put a cap on it so that you don't flood the market, because there is an in-game market for this stuff. For this, as well as like credit-based auction house kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's easy to get. Like if you're watching, you'll see we randomly get 5 to 10 just by doing some this random action during kills. We get 5 to 10 randomly plus the missions you give. So by the time we get to like level 6,
when we
maybe like 100, 200,000.
It's
maybe more.
It's when we do a bonus objective, we get a small amount of XP and then a random reward kind of thing. So it's that kind of stuff. That's why we will do that. That's why we will just randomly walk about and do that stuff. We will try to take the most direct path while still doing that stuff, but for the most part, we're going to do that stuff. It gives us XP. We need to keep increasing our level as we get through this, because once we leave the Klingon chapter for this quest book, it will start to get harder. Right now, it's relatively easy because this is supposed to be like the introduction storyline for the campaign, or at least the Federation.
Where does it go? We have to go to Starfleet Academy.
We have to go to the Academy. Yep. We have to go to the Academy and then talk to the Catman.
Are we talking to Catman?
Yeah. That's the lieutenant we have to go talk to. He gives us the duty officers. There is a accolade here at the Academy. There are a number of plaques scattered around this garden area that you will see when Cal loads into the area. That gives story for like the Academy, as well as we'll give you some XP and whatnots for completing it.
Yeah, I shit one there.
Like what Cal's showing you now. It'll mostly tell you about graduates and other classes that happen. There is a big plaque that Cal is running around now on stream. That is as a memorial kind of thing. Got a big flame dealie on it.
I get lost here all the time. Yeah, there's another plaque.
Yeah. It is interesting because we start here for the Discovery and the main Federation factions, and it looks different depending on which one you actually go into. If you go into the Discovery faction, it doesn't look like this. It's a lot more scaled back, a lot more bare bones than what we see here. There's a lot more like stuff that has happened in the 2 centuries since the Discovery era. Well, century and a bit.
Yeah, only a little
And a half? Yeah, century and a half. Discovery era is 2250s. We are in 2410, I think. We are in the 25th century at the moment. Because I know the graduating class for the main Federation faction is the class of 2409. And one of the later expansions for the game advanced the year by 1, putting it up to 2410. I don't know if any more have increased that number by any amount, but that's roughly where we're at right now. We are in the 25th century, the 10th year of the 2400s. And I am doing something Cow hates.
No, get out of the water.
Yo, water! Water! Yo,
I punch you water. Get out of the water.
Out of the way! Out of the water! I'm out of the water!
Where's
I'm out of the water!
Where's tactical team?
I'm out of the water! Far away from the water!
Like I don't have my shield yet. Alright, where's... I have not spent much time on Starfleet at Starfleet Academy. I have no clue where...
I'm sitting in front of it.
That's a bush.
Turn to your left. Turn to your left.
Lieutenant,
Go through
we are
that
come
door
to talk
over
to
there. Literal bastard.
He's not saying anything.
That's because you gotta go through that door over there.
Well, why didn't you say he's in the building?
And you were insulting Admiral McBushington by calling him a lieutenant.
Yeah, he's a lieutenant. He'll always be a lieutenant.
He's an admiral. He earned his promotion to admiral many years ago in the fire of '09. I'm not saying what century that was. But, there's a tiny.
Tom.
Tiny.
Oh, that's actually a player.
This shows you the range of heights.
Yeah, it's only certain races. Certain races can get that small.
Yeah, but this shows you like the kind of varying heights that there are. There's a tiny little dude like this, and then you got dudes that will literally
like it's about tall that plant.
Be as tall as this plant here. Yeah.
It's quite fun when you have a mix of characters. One big, one small.
Yep.
I still don't know.
We went relatively. We actually went like about what our different. We went about what our actual heights are with this. So this is what we are actually. Cal's slightly taller than me, and I'm short.
I don't want any of these people.
Too bad. This is the base that you get. You want to come do this. But yeah, now that we have actual officers we can assign, we can go into the assignments and start putting people to work.
Which you get to... Yeah, I forget.
Duty officers assignments. Duty officers assignments. It's literally click on the duty officers option. It's a duty officers right in the menu. It says duty officer. You're doing something else.
I don't.
We gotta stop being a jackass. You can see it.
You go find assignments.
Yeah.
Get your roster of what you have. Your overview.
You will want to make sure that you hit show ready and not show all, because it will show you everything and you won't be able to do all that. And it will just be confusing about which one you can do and which one you can't do.
I use the show all active and change. Now change, again,
This is
it's
more
like
for like convenience. I'm just saying this. I prefer to have it show ready. If I think I actually have some, if I want to check like a specific thing, then see if I have anything at all for it. Diplomatic for me. When I was on my main character, I would show all just to see if I could do anything that wasn't showing up. But other than that, I usually keep all show ready. So you're not just like scrolling through the 20 odd ones that are all there for a given location. Because there will be ones that are only visible at a specific location.
Also, this nice thing. You can actually put them as active on your ship and on the ground, and they give you bonuses.
And they will give bonuses.
And depending how your player...
And that's all personal preference.
Yeah, so it also depends on your play style. Example, I usually go carrier, so I get things that give me reduced hanger time for my things, or give me engineering buffs or healing.
Yeah, I just don't really care, and usually I don't have the officers for it. Because I've somehow lost 50 officers because random shenanigans have happened.
Yeah, there's
Usually I accidentally deposit them all into a fleet project and like, oh, I needed them, and now I don't have them. I am an idiot.
Yeah, some of the fun ones are like gravity stuff. Get on like gravity wells, being able to summon multiple ones at a time. That gives you a chance to when a gravity well spawns, to spawn a second one, and that one another one. I think the highest I had was like 7 to 8 gravity wells that spawned off of it, and I got very lucky. That's the first time I got that many. Usually it's maybe a 2 or 3, and it just clusters all the enemies and holds them into damage. Alright, I think we are gonna call it there. This will be, this will only be like a short stream today. We will try to get maybe, I don't know, we might stream tonight Divinity 2. If not, we'll do that tomorrow. If no one has anything, we don't have work or anything. But next stream will definitely be Divinity 2.
Alright, until next time, these were the voyages of Lieutenant Commanders Cal and Smith. Next time we will continue our voyages to the vast unknown that is space, while I try to avoid Cal's ramming speed. To little to no effect.
Oh, wait till I get ramming speed.
Or success.
Just wait till we get ramming speed.
I know.
I love that ability.
Next time we will further our way through the Klingon War and eventually start fighting other factions. But for now, that is all. Lieutenant Commander Smith, signing out.